Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm playing The Binding of Isaac. Apparently Skype wants to pop up. That's not necessary right now. We're finally due for a random run. Last run, a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you, a little tedious. Pardon me. But, we won. CN24 ZYPS. For an angel run, it was a little bit less cool than I'd like to admit, but, this is cool. We don't get to start as Eve that much, and I'm noticing right away, is Eve's, starting tier stat better than the average starting tier stat? If so, I've been looking at Eve all wrong. Sometimes, you know, absence makes the fart grow fonder. You gotta stay as, you gotta stay away in order to, if you love something, you gotta let it go, and then, you know, you can complete all of those analogies for yourself. They all work out to roughly the same solution at the end. Hate this room, I'll tell you that much, but, what's my ideal item room here? Super no. Not super bandage. Something that gives me a spirit heart, though, like a cancer pickup, so I could hurt myself in advance, get Whore of Babylon, pick up cancer. It's an effective item. It's also an item that would allow us to stay in the Whore of Babylon state without being at a significant risk of death. It could be great. But for now, I'm just happy that, you know, if we do take damage, we got enough hearts here to keep ourselves alive for a little longer. That should do it. We got a key as well. All right. Unfortunately, we have Curse of the Blind, because on the first floor, you always get Curse of the Blind. But I'm not going to be too salty about it, because, to be honest with you, Blue Baby's Only Friend is a fantastic fucking item. I'm going to just stand like, oh, I can't believe it still managed to make it through there and survive long enough to hit me. But I was like, we're just going to plug the choke point with it here, and it should work fine. Blue Baby's Only Friend means that I am carried as far as damage goes for quite some time. I don't need to stress out about the Whore of Babylon state. It would be nice to get into the Whore of Babylon state, but I don't need to stress out about the Whore of Babylon state. Yeah, should have waited on the secret room attempt there, but I don't need to stress out about it because we're going to be doing enough damage to kill everything fairly or even very easily right now. This is a great item to pick up as your first item. It's a great item to pick up in many situations, but as your first item, it's just absurd. How are we going to finish this off? Well, we don't know what we're going to get from the Widow. So here's my thinking. Maybe there's like a fire where I can hurt myself. Shouldn't have taken away my bomb. Or a self-sacrifice room. There might actually not be. Oh, there should be on the shop. There's no spirit heart on the shop, though. I was hoping to hurt myself and then pick up a spirit heart. Okay, let's extinguish the fire. Maybe we can get 1 cent. Nope. I think we'll just leave, honestly. That's disappointing. I could hurt my... Well, no, I could have hurt myself in the fire until I shot at both, but now, I don't know. It doesn't really matter what we pick up here. Blue cap. Wouldn't have made a difference either way. Tears up, shot speed down. The good news is we still have enough money to spawn an arcade on this floor, which is what we will be looking for to give us some spirit hearts. And also to not give us some spirit hearts, sorry. This red chest might give us some spirit hearts, and it did, but we can't... It's a tough call. You know what? I say we pick it up now. And if we find an arcade, then we can hurt ourselves down to the Whore of Babylon state anyway, which is exactly how that happened. So this is really the best case scenario for us right now. This is pretty stellar. We're going to get into the Whore of Babylon state, have a lot of damage to begin with. This will allow us to get into that boss trap room. We can easily get into our item room as well. And we've got the IV bag to carry us for the future. This is absurdly good right now. 10 bombs. Considering we can't do anything about it, I think I'm going to be okay with it. And our damage should be, like, very scary right now. 9 lives as well, man. It makes more sense to pick up 9 lives after our deal with the devil, I think, because we might not have any HP left, and it should still guarantee us the Whore of Babylon state. Okay, we can do this if you'd like. Yeah, I mean, this seems awesome. Let's just get that out of the way. I'm not trying to act like we're not in a fantastic position or anything. We've had a lot of, like, really great strokes of luck that have happened so far. I mean, we can take this even and then use it again, get some money back. This might even be our secret room right here. It was not. That would have been amazing, though. I don't really see a reason not to pick up those pills. A full health pill can't stop us now. Sure, like a tears down would suck, but... oh well. Try for a secret room here as well. A few spiders. Explosive diarrhea is not that bad. Pretty Fly is amazing. Did we open up everything in here? We did, so... Got another explosive diarrhea pill. Again, if you're not following, I'm saying, like, I don't think it makes sense to pick up the 9 lives right now when we might be able to actually gain HP from 9 lives by picking it up a little later. Of course, if we die in the meantime, then that's, like, really, really bad. But I'm going to assume that that's not going to happen. I can see there was a secret room there. I just put it down in the wrong spot. Alright, so we're going to put ourselves back in the Ore of Babylon state. And get a lot of money in the process. This is shaping up to be like a truly fantastic Eden run. We'll buy our key. Eve run, sorry. We'll buy our key. Be on our merry way here. We do want to go to the curse room, but again, this is the kind of thing that's going to happen probably after the deal with the devil, which we should basically be guaranteed to get here. Now, you might be saying, why not take the bottle of pills to go with the PhD? And I think that is indeed a fantastic option. However, I really like having the IV bag, not just for, I don't want to say unlimited, but like lots of money, but also just for the ability that we have now to keep ourselves in the Whore of Babylon state forever, which is hugely important. Honestly, I still think Blue Baby's Only Friend probably does more damage per second than our tiers actually would, even assuming all of our tiers landed. It's a little bit trickier to aim it, but that's fine. And we only get Demon Judgment here, but that's not bad. We can live with that. We're gonna take, not Demon Judgment, sorry, Demon Baby. This is an exceptionally great Eve start. We got like all the checkboxes ticked for what you want as Eve. I am going to be able to maintain the Whore of Babylon state basically indefinitely. I'm gonna have 9 lives, a great chance to become Guppy. Well, if we get maybe some goat head action or something, a great chance to become Guppy. A good chance to become Guppy either way. Exclusively good pills, or at least not bad pills. Yeah, this is pretty incredible right now. This might even... No, this won't heal me. Oh, I forgot that I would actually... Oh, it did heal me. I forgot that I would have to go fight the enemies again after picking up 9 lives. Not that that's a big deal considering what we're working with right now, but still. Kind of funny. Alright, Larry Juniors. Larry Juniors, you got no chance. At this point, this is as close to a 1 run as you can get on like a 2nd floor Eden run, short of having Brimstone, Mom's Knife, Death's Touch, plus Abaddon, something along those lines. You know, this is actually insane. Inside of our shop, is there anything else of value? I mean, why not pick up the Spirit Heart at this point? I'm not going to pay 15 cents for a pill, but, you know, we might as well buff up our Spirit Hearts as much as we can in the near future anyway, and we'll see if maybe we can get an Eternal Heart in here somewhere. Not a good use of our resources. What do you think? Secret room? Okay, second... Oh, we've already been to the 2nd secret room, and I am an idiot. Let's leave. A little bit behind schedule, but feeling otherwise pretty solid, honestly. Ruka, it's okay, buddy. Nothing special's going on in here. Just playing the same old video game I've been playing for, you know, literally longer than you've actually been a living creature that's sentient on the planet Earth. Nothing to worry about. Why would you turn the, like, grid right before you actually got up in my face? It would have saved us a lot of time and heartache. Big rooms are the ultimate enemy if you're still using Blue Baby's Only Friend, which we are, because it's still faster for us. But small rooms are going to work out just fine. Guppy, no Guppy. Man, you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm just making an observation that Guppy has not shown up as much lately as I might like. I'm going to use Are You a Wizard just to get it out of the freaking way. And we'll probably use Telepills like at the end of this floor to try to get an error room. Hoping for some damage upgrades to maybe make Blue Baby's Only Friend not such a viable use for us right now, but I guess I'm happy that it's still winning the day right now. How can I really complain? Are You a Wizard actually providing some decent protection against those guys in the form of knockback there. And there's Death's Touch. That's probably what we'll be looking for to actually use our tiers as soon as Are You a Wizard wears off, which it just did. Yeah, this is incredible. If this wasn't a 1 run before, it absolutely is now. Quickly check and see what we got in here. Early Pandora's Box is, you know, a boss item. Doesn't bother me. And we're just going to get ourselves back down into that Whore of Babylon state. And with 15 cents, so 20 cents, we can pretty much do whatever we want. I'll probably leave with the key if I had to guess. I still think that, weirdly enough, I think Blue Baby's only friend is doing more damage here, man. That's so weird to say considering we just picked up Death's Touch, but I think it's actually true. That's how good Blue Baby's only friend can be, man. Or maybe Blue Baby's only friend scales with damage, and I'm acting like a complete idiot right now. On stationary enemies, we can kind of get the best of both worlds and, you know, do Blue Baby's only friend and occasionally still hit with our own tiers, but, man, it's wild. Let's try a Telepills now. It's a room we haven't been to, at least. Still looking, ironically enough, we're looking for, the ability to fly, or other defensive items to protect us, but apart from that, we're basically fine. Ruka, what's up, buddy? You want to come in? Come on in. It's really hot in here, man. You're covered in fur. I can't even imagine. You're not gonna have a good time in here. You know what? I bet he probably smells the chicken McNuggets that I just threw in my trash can after eating them. Just the box, but you know, that smell is pervasive, man. I have a conspiracy theory that McDonald's pumps like the chicken McNugget smell out of their restaurant to draw in new customers, and I'm not even mad. It's a great strategy to encourage, you know, salivation-based purchases. I definitely should have killed that in the opposite order, so I could have gotten the left hand, but hopefully a relatively minor error, but only those of you playing the seed along with me will ever know, I suppose. So we're hoping to be out of here by 10 minutes, and honestly, despite all the dilly-daddling, that seems completely viable here. Cat, I swear to God, you better not be sitting on top of the laptop, man. It's not meant, the screen is not meant to withstand the weight of a cat sitting on top of it. Best case scenario, you're gonna get the keyboard all furry. Yeah, just hang out, man. You're a cat, just pretend. Don't even try to jump on top of the computer, okay? There's a plate up there. You're gonna smash. What are you doing, you feline terrorist? F off, but I love you. Okay, we're not gonna take Hookworm. As much as people would like me to take Hookworm, I'm not gonna take Hookworm. Let's make some sensible adult-based decisions here. I'm just holding a plate in my other hand right now because of you. Does that make you feel good? To be a nuisance? My fine cat friend? Cat, you can't sit on top of the laptop. Don't eat the breadcrumbs. Oh my god. Cat. You recognize that every moment of your life is enabled by me, right? Why would you know, I'm not going to say that you're a prisoner. You're like a domestic captive. But in a mutually beneficial arrangement here, why would you try to aggravate your owner, the one who controls your food and water supply, your discipline? Oh, and now you're just going to play with the, you know, bite that piece of garbage, huh? I apologize for this. You know, you hear that, Ruka? I have to apologize for you. Yeah, eat the piece of foam, get it lodged in your intestine, and have to get like a $5,000 surgery to have it removed, you curious little such and such. Get down on the ground. That is where you belong right now in your very curious mode. Animals, man. Not all animals. Specifically Ruka, I guess. He gets in curious modes, man. Curiosity killed the cat. It's a genuine freaking thing. I'd say probably about 10% of my time, my cat-based duties, are spent trying to keep my cat from finding a way to murder itself accidentally. But yet they show no appreciation for the fact, well, they show love a lot of the time, but they show very little appreciation, a disproportionately low amount, for the fact that we saved them from the evolutionary trash can by domesticating them. You couldn't survive in the wild, Ruka. You'd be like, oh, where's my fresh tuna? Yeah, why don't you go out into the ocean and get one? Weighs about 400 pounds. Best of luck to you. I don't think you're going to be able to swing it. I could spend one bomb for 7 cents, but we basically spent one bomb to get even more than 7 cents here, and money is not going to be an issue for us. Bombs are unlikely to be an issue, but I figured, what do we care, right? I would still like to have a crack at boss rush here. This is one of the most powerful runs we've had in a while. It would be nice to be able to take it even to the next level beyond that. We'll see if we get a chance. Stop. Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, guys. Now we got stopwatch. It's even more powerful in a way that is actually kind of annoying. But that's okay. If we're going to go for most powerful run of all time, it's one of the items that would be on our list. Mini Mush would not be, but that's okay. We're quite fast now. I will give us that. Try a couple of those. Let me check on this cat. What are you doing now, cat? Now you're just sleeping. Why couldn't you have done that earlier? You have to bite a piece of foam before you can sleep? Is that in somewhere in the cat diary that I missed? The ownership manual? Shielded tears would also be really nice here, but it's pretty difficult for me to complain about the efficacy of this run right now. And we will go to our boss trap room, even though it'll slow us down a little bit. The guppy chance is, well, non-existent now, but still worth it. Hey, we finally got a trinket. Yeah, we're doing more damage, at least to Chubb, which is maybe not a fair assessment, but it looks like finally Death's Touch is doing more damage than Blue Baby's only friend here. Took a while, though, man. This is, if nothing else, this run will serve for me as, like, a proof of concept that maybe Blue Baby's only friend is still doing more damage. This is when people talk about, like, the best items in the game. I'm very surprised that this does not come up, not as the best item in the game, because that's absurd, but at least, like, in the conversation as an item that is deserving of more respect. It's so good. I see people pick it up, and then they're like, oh, Blue Baby's only friend. And admittedly, that's a fair reaction. That was very dumb. Admittedly, that's a fair reaction if you're late in the game and have crazy damage. But if you're early in the game and not balling out of control yet, this will take you to that level where you ball out of control. Potentially. It carries you for so long. I'd rather keep Lemon Party than Telepills at this point. And now with the Cancer Trinket, presumably, at this point, we have to have more DPS. At least against enemies with, you know, multiple segments here. HP. Whoa, we'll take it, and we'll definitely take that. Brimstone. Well, goodbye, Death's Touch, but now our damage should definitely be sorted here. You can't blame me for taking a too hard Devil Deal, and having it be Brimstone when we have Curse of the Blind. I'm sorry. Like, I don't have control over that. You should have known it was Brimstone and not Judas' Shadow or Little Brimstone or Mom's Knife or, you know, etc., etc. You get the idea. Great chance at our boss rush here, even if I do everything. Enemies that are mobile are not going to be as mobile as a result of the stopwatch. Cancer Trinket makes it so that we have a super fast Brimstone charge time relative to the amount of damage it does, which is, you know, spoilers, quite a lot. I'm feeling, I mean, we've won this run. This Lemon Party's fun, but the Magician plus Brimstone is kind of hilarious, too. Still feeling the crunch, like, kind of want the ability to fly, but again, at some point, you're complaining, not complaining, but you're asking for items falls on deaf ears when you've already gotten, like, more than everything you've asked for. Spoonbender, though. Spoonbender is an item that does increase our efficacy, but would also mostly just make it hilarious. So, a Spoonbender pickup, I think we can all be happy in me asking for that. I hope, at least. I'm amazed that that enemy did not die in one hit, but it happens. At this point, we could consider getting rid of IV Bag for a viable other option. Mostly like a D6, a Book of Belial, something like that. But the IV Bag has very much served its purpose. It's not worn out its welcome. It's still going to be good for us. Money just becomes less valuable at this point, and we're probably fairly likely to stay in our Whore of Babylon state whether we want to or not. And, well, I mean, we'll always want to, I guess, unless we're super low on HP, but you get the idea. Finishing these rooms very, very easily. 15 minutes, plenty of time. Yeah, you want to leave the room now? I could not have predicted that. You've already woken up from your slumber. Very restful 3.4 minutes of sleep. Come on, Guppy item. Give us the Guppy dream here. It's been long enough that it feels warranted. Alright. Alright. Cat! Why would you sleep? He's looking at me like he doesn't know. I guess he doesn't know what I'm saying. But why would you sleep on top of the power bar? You're gonna turn off my... I moved the power bar... The power, you know, like where you plug your outlets into. This is my one for the PC. He's just laying on top of it, like, precipitously close to the fucking switch off all power button. Which would be fantastic. I'm really happy with your behavior right now. He's looking at me like really cute, like, isn't this a bed? It's not a bed. One wrong move and your ass will get zapped. Don't stick your tongue in the outlet. Normally you'd say, oh, why would they? But because it's a cat, you gotta be like, seriously, please don't do that. It'll be terrifying. I will be traumatized. Because as much as you you know, hate your actions right now. I love you as a creature, and you know, you're my boy. But stop laying on top of the outlet, you fucking idiot. Anyway. Not on top of the outlet. Sorry, on top of the power bar, which is multiple outlets, but I don't know enough about electrical engineering to know whether that makes a difference. Anyway, let's get a move on here. We're at 17 minutes. We've probably done about 50% of the floor, if not more. It just looks like all the rooms are going to be, like all the important rooms are going to be concentrated in 1 or 2 corridors over here. You guys aren't going to like it, but I'm almost on the verge of saying I think Blue Baby's Only Friend does more damage. But I actually, for once, I don't think that's true. I think finally with Brimstone and Death's Touch, we've taken it to the next level. Still be some situations where it's more effective like that. It's a little faster there. Brimstone is going to outclass it on most rooms, though. It'd be like, IV Bag doesn't need a buff at all. It would be cool if every once in a while it gave a chance for a payout. Even if it's a super low percentage chance, but a chance for a payout of an item that was not money, like even just a chest would be enough to make it a little bit more interesting, I think. We're at 74 cents here. Thank you, Blue Baby's Only Friend. We'll take the luck. I mean, we don't have any control over it, so we might as well take the luck, I guess, and I'm looking forward to doing boss rush at this point because, you know, with the slow enemies, we should be basically, I wouldn't say immune to damage, but it's not likely that we're going to take very much. It would be nice to teleport out, but I'm not making too much of an effort to blow up skulls. It's not that important to me. And Infamy is a great pickup as well. So that's it, basically, except for our shop, which does not have greed. It actually has starter deck, which is pretty sweet. And a Yera rune, which is Burkano. We'll save that for the boss rush, but for now, we'll donate as much money as we can, and that worked out fantastically. Explosive Diarrhea, Magician. You know, we'll take Burkano, Magician, and we might as well buy the key. 18 minutes. Boss room's got to be so close. Yeah, there it is. We'll finish it off, though. Plenty of time left on this floor. Let's see what we got going on. Good damage upgrade right off the bat would mean a lot to me, actually. That was... I'm trying to get too cute, like use Blue Baby's Only Friend and Brimstone at the same time. It's not working out. It's much more efficient, I think, to just use Brimstone. Or at least much more likely to actually hit. Well, we gotta take it, basically. And this is why it's great to keep IV Bag around. That helps out a lot. What are you doing over here? You trying to make amends, cat? There's no amends to be mated. I can't speak English, apparently. There's no amends to be made. You're a cat. I accept that a lot of your life you're going to be, you know, doing things that I consider stupid. Your brain is approximately the size of a walnut. I don't hold it against you. It's just evolution. I love you anyway, and I'll protect you. So Dark Bomb is definitely the best here, but I'm going to take Juicy Sack. Why would I make a decision that is suboptimal? Because we're already doing so well on HP. I kind of like the idea of like having the ability to slow down enemies with our shots, and I just realized like moments ago that it's actually the dumbest thing I could have possibly said. I didn't even take Juicy Sack, I took Ball of Tar, but it was like, I'm going to slow down the enemies with my shots. They're already all permanently slowed. So in actuality, like, even Brother Bobby or Little Chub might have been the better choice there. Dark Bomb is just kind of, like, I don't hate it at all. It's just kind of boring, you know? We've seen it. It's old hat. What do we care? I'm very happy I saved the Magician here. You know, rarely do you think of the Magician card as, like, your, being akin to, like, a Devil card or something like that, but it's helping us out a ton here. Really only the situation, or this is the only situation in which it would do so, is when we have something like Brimstone. But, hey, or technology for that matter. It's working out real well, though. Another way to describe it is basically like, it's a one run, so let's fuck with it. Alright, you died a lot faster than I would have expected. And Gertie always has a little bit more HP than you remember. That's just the rule. Gertie HP equals... plus equals... my brain is fried. Gertie HP plus equals 1 every time. There we go. Don't ever try that shit to me again if you know what's good for you. We're getting pretty close to the end, though. I mean, we're like after this, we get into the super easy waves, especially given the synergies that we have going on right now. You know, the Hollow, not Duke of Flies, but the Husk. Those are all going to be very simple. Then we have the Bloat wave, and then after that, it's like, you know, Bob's your uncle. We're basically done with it. We got the Horseman. No big deal at all. It's another easy one right here. Not quite done yet. This is our last wave before the Horseman, which should be very, very easy. You know, Magician not really doing that much for us here, but that's alright. Finally, it's happened. And no reason to hit both of these enemies at the same time anyway. Now we get into the wave where we want to hit both enemies at the same time. Did we get... No, wait, Shielded Tears was last run. It's a shame because it would have been awesome on this run. Cat, I will let you out. Just wait a mere moment. I don't want you learning how to use doorknobs, okay? That's where shit becomes, like, real dangerous. Once you start being able to choose what rooms we can't lock you in for your own protection, like, that's where you stop being a cat. We start being the pets. We're just living in your world at that point. Okay, that red poop was my boy there. We're done, and we got a white feather. It's like not very good, in my opinion. Some people like it a lot. Okay, you know what? You're free. After 10,000 seconds, I'm free! It wasn't even 10,000 seconds. Get out of here. Alright. Ice water time. Because it is hot in here. We're at 22 minutes. With no Spoonbender. Let's remember that. Spoonbender is a vestige, Rhythm is a dancer, Papa was a Rolling Stone, Mama was a rock and roll band. I could play guitar and rope a steer before I learned to stand. Home was anywhere with diesel gas, love was a trucker's hand. Never stuck around long enough for a one-night stand. That wasn't made up by me, by the way. That's a real song, and it's a good one too. I just kind of, you know, sunk my teeth into the caricature of it and kind of blew it out of the water there. It never stood a chance. Okay. One Spirit Heart. Probably worth it at this point. Empress, Lovers. I mean, the Lovers card, we may end up keeping just to try to keep us alive if we end up in that situation, which I obviously hope we don't. But the Empress card we can use maybe on the Blue Baby fight. Anything going on here? Nothing at all. Okay, sure, that's fine. No deal with the Devil. Fantastic. I mean, easy floor, but kind of annoying that we didn't get much on it. But I can't complain about any floor that goes down as quickly and as smoothly as that did right there. I was gonna try to work that into a commercial for like some kind of, you know, beer, but beer commercials, man. I mean, this is like, yeah, goodbye Lovers card. It's well-tread territory. They need to make some honest beer commercials at some point, though. I'm sure like every sketch show has done this. But you know, whenever they show it, let's assume that you're watching this, you're below the legal age to drink. You probably have a bit of it, well, depending on the way you've been brought up, I guess. You probably have a little bit of a weird idea of what adult alcohol consumption is actually like. Rarely do you go to a party and you go, oh, I'll have a Smirnoff Ice, and then just some model comes up to you and is like, Smirnoff, she just like drinks it playfully, and there's a Smirnoff Ice. If you drink it, she'll suck your dick, right? Like that's what beer commercials, or not beer necessarily, but alcohol commercials, at least those that are marketed to young men, essentially work under. That's not what it looks like, man. There are like two modes of alcohol consumption. There is like having 2 beers or splitting a bottle of wine at dinner and being all classy. That works in alcohol commercials for like 40-year-olds, but they exclusively use that kind of marketing for ice cream and tortilla chips, you know? Or like there was a Miss Vicky's tortilla, or not tortilla chips, but like kettle cooked chips ad in Canada that was like the new hors d'oeuvre or something like that, and it was like 2 40-year-olds eating Miss Vicky's chips while drinking a bottle of wine watching a movie. And they're wearing suits, because when you're an adult who drinks wine, you wear a suit at home, because you're drinking fucking wine, dog. Wine's fancy. You can't just be in a hoodie and a pair of pajama pants. But then the other mode of alcohol consumption, which most of the marketing is actually targeted to, is like, you know, a college kegger where, like, people are like, what beer is it? I don't care! We paid $4 to get in here. I'm gonna get my money's worth. That's facetious, obviously. Everybody knows that the standard price for a kegger is $10. Unless inflation has turned me into an old man at this point. Nothing doing there, really. Not a huge benefit. We are, I'm assuming, very close to the chest, though. I didn't even want to come in here. I was pretty confident this would be a dead end. Once we get to the chest, it's good. But you can't do, like... well, you definitely can't do a commercial that's like, you know... half the people at the party are just passed out. Like, if it was a real beer commercial... here's how it would be: a group of 4 friends. One of them would be like... dude, you don't even realize fucking Captain America, even though he's a human, is the strongest of the Avengers because of his human characteristics. And then he'd be like, no, dog, the Hulk is he's a fucking superhuman killing machine, dog. And then you'd be like, hey, you want to go talk to those girls over there? Nah, we're having an important discussion. And then that would be like, you know, Carlsberg. Actually, though, Tony Stark would kick their asses. Like, that would be an honest beer commercial. Or, I don't know. Hey, man, why'd you lose your job? Carlsberg! Know your limit, drink within it. Anyway, let's come down here. I'm not having anything against recreational alcohol consumption. That would be hypocritical. I'm just saying I think there's a little bit of misleading advertisements for the alcohol products on a regular basis. But there can't be truth in advertising, because then we'd all have to face, you know, the truth that we don't want truth in advertising. What we want is an ideal. Otherwise, we'd never feel motivated to purchase anything, and those purchases, you know, make us feel like we're actually making some progress towards some fictional end goal in our lives, you know? Maybe if I can get all the spots out of my clothing, my husband will finally, you know, show his true affection for me, because clearly the fact that our kids have grass stains on their jeans is why he's been emotionally distant lately. Fuck you, Procter & Gamble! Anyway, we're gonna head down to the next floor. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. The Dayquil's kicking in a little bit again. I got like a 20 streak on Dayquil, so I'm not even sweating that right now. And this is the off-brand Dayquil, so it's probably even crazier. So I'm not gonna take Epic Fetus. Although with poison bombs it could be fun. But I think I'll take this and just leave the rest. I mean, I guess I'll take the poison bombs, because there's no reason not to, but... like, what we can then do is seriously just, like, stand still, and we're never going to be in a dangerous position because of Nod Leaf. But this is a really boring way to handle it. I can't believe we only got one of the Guppy items, by the way, after getting 9 lives so early. Not that I'm complaining, it's an easy run, but what we will do is, at least make an effort to use Brimstone as much as possible, and then if we get in trouble, we can use Blue Baby's Only Friend plus Nod Leaf to basically automatically win us this run. As if it wasn't already OP enough, although we have had more powerful runs. This is one of the most unkillable runs I've ever had, for sure. Now we have a combination that literally makes us unkillable, while still allowing us to do a pretty good amount of damage to the enemies, to be honest with you. Anyway. This room is usually where I'm going to take a little bit of damage, if I'm being 100% honest here, but so far it's worked out pretty well. That might hit me. It did not. Ah! Perthrow rune. Yeah! That's actually really good. Alright, let's come back down here and re-roll it. Yeah, you know, I mean, we don't really lose anything. We lose a Spirit Heart. That's not that much, though. To take a damage upgrade and also the ability to, again, slow our enemies by hitting them, which is kind of hilarious, but... and if you're sitting there and you're saying, why don't you use Yumheart and then use IV Bag? Yo, dog, you gotta get your priorities straight in life. What are we gonna do with more money? We don't have money equals power. We don't have Midas Touch. We got nobody to impress right now. Let's continue working it out here. That was, you know, no amount of slowing the enemy is gonna make up for making a dumbass move like that. You know what? I forgot, by the way. We have Dead Bird. I mean, obviously, we're Eve. We have Dead Bird. So if we can actually get Nod Leaf to hit us, we could have Dead Bird and Blue Baby's Only Friend. That probably still does not equal more damage than our Brimstone shot, if I had to guess, at least. But it's theoretically possible. This must be a champion, because he's living a little longer. Another Perthro rune. We didn't leave any items alive back there, though, except the Yum Heart, which we will go reroll. It's great, though. I mean, more Perthro runes is sweet. BBF, or sorry, Big Fan, doesn't do a ton of damage. It would if we had BBF, but it doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does enough to, you know, help me out again if I'm going to choose to go that Nod Leaf route, which I'd rather not. I'd rather just stand next to the enemy and let it happen naturally while also doing Brimstone damage, but we'll see. Things change. Well, this is going to be a pretty quick chest here. Pretty quick run in general. It's going to be around 31, 32 minutes. Again, not the most powerful run we've ever had, but also a very, very strong Eden start. Might as well pop our Devil card. And you know what? Let's get hit right off the bat. Get some invincibility in here. I want a dead bird to have a chance to really get in there. I don't know, man. We might actually do better with Blue Baby's only friend. You know what? It carried us for so long. I'm just going to let it happen here. It's going to take a little longer than I thought. You know what? I'll go stand right next to you. I'll probably take some damage getting in there. Yeah. But then I'll be free. After 10,000 years, I'm free! Recruit a team of 5 items with invincibility. What? Moving Blue Baby's only friend hurt me there? I find that hard to believe, but in any case, this run is basically over. Do it up, Demon Judgment, or Demon Baby and Dead Bird. It is over. Fun run. I had a really good time with that one. We're going back with an Eden run next, rebuilding our streak after a completely idiotic decision cost us one. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.